welcome to our History channel. Various events and changes took place in the 19th century. Latin America went through a series of independences that changed things throughout the continent. In 1804, the consummation of Haiti occurred, which many people think was the start of an era of independence.
The Chilean War of Independence was an armed conflict in the years 1810 to 1827 between the pro-independence Croyos and the royalist Croyos. The people were divided into three groups: the Carlotists, the Absolutists, and the Juntistas. The Carlotists wanted Charlotte Joaquina as queen. The Absolutists wanted Ferdinand VII, and the Juntistas wanted to replace the Spanish authorities with local juntas. And the main internal causes were the lack of commercial freedom, the political exclusion, and the path to national identity. And now, the external causes: the influence of the United States independence in 1776, the invasion of Spain during 1808, and the influence of liberalism and the Enlightenment. And the most important characters were José Miguel Carrera, Bernard O'Higgins, Ramón Freire, José de San Martín.
Hello, Ale.
Hello, Victor.
About this subject, could you tell me a little bit of the background?
Of course, it started in the 1810 and it lasted until 1823.
Okay.
It was when the Act of Independence was signed and the Creoles were suffering because of the government oppression.
Oh. Next question. Which were the characters who made this possible?
I think mainly Simón Bolívar and Francisco de Miranda. Both were Venezuelan military leaders and made all this movement possible.
Okay, let's continue. What happened to these people so they wanted an independence?
The Creoles were suffering because of high taxes, limited opportunities, and also there wasn't a good organization.
Okay.
And also in 1806, an invasion by Francisco de Miranda showed the people that an independence wasn't impossible.
Okay. Okay, Ale, the last question. What else affected the situation in that time?
The American and French revolutions were also a factor because they were like an example for them and both were successful stories.
Perfect. Thanks for your time, Ale.
Thank you.
There were many factors involved in the independence of Brazil. These include external and internal causes. The external causes were because there was no police autonomy, and because of the free trade that very defined different classes, and because of the Portuguese political revolution. The internal causes were high taxes and restrictions, and because of the attempt of the recolonization of the Portuguese crown. And there were many people that took role in the independence, for example, Dom Pedro, the Prince of Brazil, and Maria Leopoldina.
Hola, mi nombre es Cintia Martínez, tengo 22 años y estudio la historia de Estados Unidos. Les voy a contar un poco sobre el destino manifiesto. La doctrina del destino manifiesto es una frase e idea que expresa la creencia en Estados Unidos de América. Es una nación destinada a expandirse de la costa del Atlántico hasta el Pacífico. Esta idea también es usada por los partidarios para justificar otras adquisiciones territoriales. Los partidos de esta ideología creen que la expansión no es solo buena, sino también es obvia y certera. Esta ideología podría resumirse en una frase: América para los americanos. En su mayoría profesaban los cultos y protestantes. Estados Unidos trajo varias cosas al oeste, por ejemplo, industria, progreso económico, expansión agricultural, democracia e identidad americana. Bueno, ese es un poco del destino manifiesto. Gracias.
Well, the Civil War was an inter-conflict in the United States from 1861 to 1865. During this conflict, the United States split in two different parts. The Northern, also known as the Union, who wanted to abolish slavery, and the South part, known as the Confederation. The American Civil War started because Abraham Lincoln was elected president during that period of time. One of his mandates was to abolish slavery in all the country. But the states in the South didn't want this to happen because their economy depended on the slaves, which they used in cotton fields. So they didn't want to accept this and then split from the North and called themselves the Confederation. Then the Civil War started. Many battles were fought, but one of the most important battles was the Battle of Gettysburg. In this battle, the Union won, and following this one, the President Abraham Lincoln gave a very motivational speech in which he inspired thousands of people to join his cause. This will be the Civil War. From this, then slavery was abolished from the United States, and it remains like that.